Today is Christmas. My reflection is not on any particular gospel text. It's rather on the feast, what our faith tells us about it. In particular, it reflects on hope. Now, in our society at this time of the year, there are many reactions and responses to this time, to Christmas, the feast, the religious reality that, like it or lump it, has become part of our culture. There are many in our culture that would happily dismiss it. There are many in our culture for commercial reasons don't want it dismissed. There are some, for family reasons, find it a time of stress and anxiety. And there are some who find deep peace in the reality of Christmas, and joy, and meaning, the value of human relationships. So what are we celebrating? What is Christmas? What does our faith tell us about this feast? Our faith speaks to us of the most momentous event in the history of the cosmos. The Word became flesh. He dwelt amongst us. Jesus of Nazareth is the Son of God. The Incarnation is the ground in which we grow, on which we live, the source of our commitments, our values, our longing, our searching. It is also the source of our hope. Hope is the conviction that in the end, good will triumph over evil, truth over the lie. The kingdom of God, the state of being in which God reigns, will be victorious. Evil may triumph today, tomorrow, for a time. It will not triumph in the end. We live with that conviction because we believe in the Incarnation. In our culture, there's a rather unfortunate confusion between optimism and hope. Let me share with you a question I have in my mind. Is it perhaps possible that the more secular we've become, the more we become alienated from religion, disconnected from the transcendent, we focus on optimism rather than hope? Optimism is a very flimsy thing. Optimism basically says, I'm confident that things will turn out the way I want them to turn out. That's not enough to sustain human longing. That's not substantial enough to support human existence, to replace hope. Yes, it may for a time defeat pessimism. It may get you through some tough moments. But if we push optimism beyond its realistic limits, I believe it creates despair. In the year 2000, Pope John Paul was present at the 15th World Youth Day in Rome. He addressed the gathering there, and I'd like to share with you some of the words he said. I think they are every bit as pertinent now as they were then, to us, the general population, as to the young people. He said, "It is Jesus, in fact, that you seek when you dream of happiness. He is waiting for you when nothing else you find satisfies you. He is the beauty to which you are so attracted. It is He who provokes you with the thirst for fullness that will not let you settle for compromise. It is He who urges you to shed the masks of a false life. It is He who reads in your hearts your most genuine choices, the choices that others try to stifle. It is Jesus who stirs in you the desire to do something great with your lives, the will to follow an ideal, the refusal to allow yourselves to be grounded down by mediocrity, the courage to commit yourself humbly and patiently to improving yourselves and society, making the world more human and more fraternal. So what makes Christmas Christmas? Put simply, it is Jesus, God's being in the flesh, in our midst. Amidst the stresses and strains and the conviviality and joy of Christmas, don't forget that. It is the source of our hope.